Good morning, everyone. Let's read a poem today, and the topic is television. Whenever we talk about television, all faces are found to be cheerful, very happy, especially for the children. Televisions have become an inseparable part of today's life, especially for the children. We can well imagine if there would not be any television sets at each and every houses, how would the children pass their times? That it is a matter to be thought. Today, television play a very important role in our day-to-day life, especially for the children. It is really a very important means of pastime, and also they all the time like to remain stick right in front of the televisions, and they like to have a lot of fun, entertainment, enjoyment. This is what the life has become today because of the invention of television. But before that, we start our today's topic. There are some questions to be solved. Questions are here. It is asking to us, how did people entertain themselves before the invention of television? Televisions are invented later, but before, when it was not invented, before that, how did the people used to pass their times? How do they remain engaged? Do you think television has changed our lives for better or for worse? What role the televisions have played? Has it brought any changes in our lifestyle? Has it provided us better type of lifestyles, or it has changed into worse? Let's read a humorous poem about being glued to the TV. Here we are going to learn in this poem how do today's world has been found to be all the time remain glued right in front of the television sets. I am going to read out the lines first. Please listen it. Lines are very simple. If you listen it well, you will be able to understand it too. And I will also at the same time explain you stanza wise. So here I go. The most important thing we have learned so far as children are concerned, here parents are the speaker. Parents, those who are the guardians, they are the speaker here. They are just expressing their views, their thoughts, their ideas they are here expressing. What do they think today? The most important thing we have learned so far as children are concerned is never let them near your television set. Them near your television sets, or better still, just don't install the idiotic things at all. Here the parents are talking about that the most important thing we have learned, what the parents have learned, today's parents, they have learned and come across to know that so far as children are concerned, so far we talk about the children's, so far we think about our today's children, is never let them near to television sets. The parents think, the parents believe that in this today's world it is not quite good enough or wise enough to allow the children to remain near to the television sets for a long period of time, never to let them allow to remain all the time fixed right in front of the television sets. That is what today's parents, they think about it. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing at all. More than that, what do they believe? They believe better not to install the television sets at each and every houses at all, because of the bad impression of the television, bad effects of the television. Now today's generation, today's children are going towards to the different tracks which are not quite found to be good or suitable enough for them. That is what the parents' views are here, understood children. Or better still, just don't install the idiotic thing. That is why they like to call the television sets like your ads as an idiotic thing. In almost every house we have watched them gaping at the screen. It is the story of each and every house. Each and every house, whichever house we visit, all the children, those who are found to be in different houses, are found to be engaged. busy right in front of the television sets, enjoying and getting entertained with the various kinds of programs, isn't it? Which is it is there going on in their television sets. In almost every house we have watched them gaping at the screen. All the children, almost throughout the day, almost maximum period of time are found to be gaping, gazing, staring with their wide eyes towards to the screen of the television sets. They loll and slop and lounge about. Here, loll and slop and lounge about means dress casually and sit, lie, or stand in a lazy or relaxed way. This is the day-to-day scene or sight which can be found to be observed at each and every houses in the different family. That how do the children are to found to be there right in front of the television set. Some are found to be laying down lazily, some are found to be standing, some are in different postures, different positions bodily, not even wearing their dresses properly, very casually dressed. This is what each and every sight or visions that we can see or we can notice to different families in different houses, that what it is going on in today's period. What that is what it is found happening throughout the world, all around our societies. This is what the daily things, that is what the poet also has observed the same. In almost every house we have watched them gaping at the screen. All the time they are found to be gaping with their wide eyes open towards to the television screens. They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out. They look, they gaze, they gape towards to the screen in such a manner continuously without the blinking of the eyes, almost as if their eyes are popped out. This is what a kind of, here the poet likes to make us clear that how do today's children are found to be very in contact, very in close, very much in very deep involved with these television sets. They forget all around whatever it is happening around them. They don't have any kind of thoughts or imaginations what is going all around them. Only their concentration, their focus, their look and their visions are only, their full focus is only towards to the television sets. They forget everything all about what is going all around them. This is a kind of instruction that the poet is liking here to give us to know. They loll and slop and lounge about and stare until their eyes pop out. They sit and stare and sit until they are hypnotized by it. They are found to be in such a situation. They stare towards to the television sets in such a way. Their continuous staring, their non-stop gazing towards to the set, their attachment, their involvement, their focus, their full concentration towards to the screens of the television set is in such a manner as if almost they are being hypnotized. Hypnotized means anything which attracts your attention towards to it, and your mind, your attention is only towards to one point. That is what hypnotism means. And here it is found as if towards today's children, that how much they are attached towards to the television sets is almost similar to that, as if they have been hypnotized towards to it. This is what the poet here mean to say through the lines in this poem, children. That is what it is, the truth and the reality which is going on. You might be also feeling the same. Maybe you might also be attracted towards to it, right? So here a kind of comparison, here a kind of a daily happenings, a truth which is being revealed here by the poet for the today's children. Oh yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the window sill. And what it is being observed when they are right in front of the television sets and enjoying the various programs, they are so cool, calm and still. They don't move at all. They don't even do any such type of stupid things or silly things or any such type of mischievous activities at all inside their houses. They are so peaceful, sitting and enjoying right in front of television sets, and with no any such type of disturbances or any kind of mischievous activities are found to be performed. They don't climb out the window sill. They don't even climb in those times when they are enjoying the televisions programs, they are not found to be going towards to the window sills or doing such any naughty things. But did you ever stop to wonder what this does to your beloved thought? But when there is no such type of television sets, it would not be possible to be found all around you, what would be the condition? How would be the reaction of the children? Have you ever thought about it? Then the situation would not be to the same which is going on at the moment. This is what a kind of comparison here made by the poet, that how do the children behave, how do the children react when they are in front of the television sets enjoying it, and what would be the condition if there would not be such any facilities available for them to enjoy. This is a kind of contrast that the poet is trying to make over here. It trots the sense in the head. What does the poet say here? If you have a very deep attachment, contact, a very regular a kind of involvement with the television sets, you don't remember anything at all beside television sets, only you have got your mind attached with television sets and with its programs, then it's going to rot the sense in the head. It's going to make your memories very weak. It's going to damage your memory power, your remembrance, your memorizing capacities and capabilities. This is what the poet is meaning here. It kills imagination, that whatever your capacity of imagination, what is your power of your thinking, whatever you have, that those qualities within yourself, that those qualities of imagination, qualities of thoughts, reasoning thoughts, this is what it is going to make it dead. It is going to weaken it because of your deep involvement and attachment with these television sets and its programs. A fantasy, a fairyland. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. This is what the poet tells here, children. It is not so good, it is not so very advantageous, although sometimes it is okay, fine, you need some relax, you need some fun, you need some enjoyment, but that it doesn't mean that a continuous and a regular and a very long period of time you keep on remain engaged with such type of television programs, only you forget all about whatever happening all around you, your studies, your education, that you all forget all about it. That will bring certain hamper, certain disadvantages. This is what the poet mean to say. A fantasy, a fairyland. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. His powers of thinking rust and freeze. Whatever the power of thinking, capacity of reasoning, power of thinking, your mentality, your powers of your brain, whatever you have, that all get weakened because of such type of attention, attraction, which is drawn by something other object like televisions. This is what the poet is liking here to aware. The main objective and the main intention of the poet here to provide us this beautiful, a very moral giving poem for us is here, that he likes to aware the today's children, he likes to make today's children aware about the fact that regular and constant watching televisions is not good for our health, as well as for our proper development of our mentality, as well as our thinking, our thoughts and reasoning. It is not so good. This is what he mean to say. We need to have certain limitation regarding this watching of television programs. But today's world, today's children has become totally been hypnotized by these programs on the television sets, which is not going towards to the right direction. This is what he mean to say. So we need to alter our thoughts, we need to change our thoughts, our views, or whatever our ideas, we need to keep control over to all these things. Then only we are going to succeed in our life. This is what he mean to say here. His brain becomes as soft as cheese, his powers of thinking rust and freeze. All right, you will cry, all right, you will say, but if we take the set away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain. Now here, all right, you will cry, all right, you will say, but if we take the television sets away, parents, sometimes if they do not provide them or allow them, if they do not provide them or allow them to enjoy their favorite things which is going on over the television set, sometimes the children may cry, sometimes they may oppose, sometimes they may say no, I want, they may argue, all right, you cry, Alright, you say, but if we take away the sets away, if we remove away, if we do not allow you to enjoy your programs, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain in what way you are going to entertain yourself. My dear children, you explain yourself what you will be able to find yourself, another alternative or another options for yourself, so that you can keep yourself busy and engaged. This is what the parents are thinking all about for their present day children. This is what, children, we come to learn here in this page 80 in the topic television that we have learned today. So hope you might have understood and got clear about the topic, because the topic itself, it is very clear. Who doesn't know about televisions and today's programs which is they are going on the televisions, which especially attracts everybody's eyes towards to it, especially the children. They are fond of so many types of programs which are very entertaining and very refreshing for them, which is found today's children being enjoying so much. But still we need to keep control over to our senses and be very wise and alert regarding this facility which is available for us in our daily life. So that's what we come to know and understand here in this speech. For today, I am going to stop here for this much. In our next class, we will be completing our remaining part of this beautiful and a very enjoyable poem. You might have enjoyed it too, right? Okay, thank you so much and enjoy the day.